All right, so uh, are you ready to dive deep into this question you threw at us?
Okay.
It's medicine or dentistry.
Yeah.
Two really awesome careers,
Yeah,
but they're so different.
for sure.
Um, we've got this YouTube video by Dr. Ollie.
Okay.
It's called "Why I Didn't Study Dentistry,"
Oh, interesting.
and
So he's a doctor.
he's a doctor now.
Okay.
But get this,
Mm-hmm.
he almost went the dental route.
Wow.
So he's got like this insider perspective
Oh, that's perfect.
that we need
Yeah.
for this deep dive.
Right.
But before we get into Dr. Ollie's world,
Okay.
let's start with you.
All right.
Um, if you had to choose today,
Okay.
which way are you leaning?
Interesting.
Are you leaning more towards the hands-on practical work,
Right.
like in dentistry,
Mm-hmm.
or are you kind of more into like the theoretical problem solving,
Yeah.
which is often associated with medicine?
Right.
Big decision.
Huge.
And I think getting a sense of what really excites you
Yeah.
is a great starting place.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that approach. So many people like jump into the details
Right.
without considering what like truly resonates with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's your life,
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So
Yeah.
let's get into some of those details.
All right.
Starting with getting into school.
Yeah.
Now, you might think that medicine is like the super competitive one.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But Dr. Ollie throws us a curveball here.
Okay.
In the UK,
Mm-hmm.
dentistry is actually tougher to get into.
Well,
Yeah.
wow.
Apparently, in 2021, medical school had about 3 applicants per spot,
Okay.
which isn't easy
No, not at all.
by any means.
Yeah.
But in 2022,
Mm-hmm.
dental schools had 12 applicants
Whoa.
for every single spot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so
Oh.
12 to 1.
Yeah, that's not a typo.
Yeah, it's not a typo.
12 to 1.
It's crazy to think about
All of those
all the
more.
qualified people trying to get into these very limited spots.
Right. And to make things even trickier,
Yeah.
there are only 16 dental schools in the UK
Oh, wow.
compared to 44 medical schools.
Okay, so even fewer schools.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So, yeah, if we're just talking about getting your foot in the door,
Right.
dentistry takes the cake.
If you can handle that application process,
Mm-hmm.
you're a rock star already.
Yeah, you're set.
Yeah. Okay, but let's say you've defied the odds.
Okay.
You've gotten into your program.
Yeah.
Now comes the actual coursework.
Right. The real stuff.
Most people probably think that dental school is more demanding
Yeah, seems like it.
because of all those intricate procedures you have to master.
Right. All that hands-on stuff.
But Dr. Ollie actually found medical school tougher,
Really?
even though he's a doctor now.
Interesting.
So
Mm.
what's interesting is that he describes medical school as this constant
Yeah.
flood of information.
Okay.
And exams,
Right.
they're constantly testing your theoretical knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that relentless pace
I see.
that he found more challenging
Oh, wow.
than the hands-on focus
Okay.
in dentistry.
So the hands-on stuff wasn't as bad as...
Yeah, and he does make a good point about those dental procedures.
Uh-huh.
They are definitely complex.
Right.
But Dr. Ollie says that with enough practice,
Yeah.
most students become quite skilled.
That makes sense.
So if you're worried about your dexterity,
Mm.
don't let that completely rule out dentistry.
Okay. Good advice.
For sure, some people are just like naturally gifted with their hands.
Right.
But I guess what we're learning here
Yeah.
is that both fields
Uh-huh.
require different kinds of smarts
Okay.
and skills.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Neither is inherently easier.
Yeah, for sure.
They just challenge you in different ways.
Absolutely.
So,
It's all about finding the challenge that motivates you and
Oh.
excites you.
for sure.
Yeah. Which leads us to kind of a sensitive topic,
Okay.
public respect. It's definitely something to think about when you're choosing a career.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Okay.
Who do you think
Yeah.
generally gets more respect?
Yeah.
Doctors or dentists?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I know.
I mean, both professions are vital,
Yeah.
but I can't help but think that doctors
Right.
often get put on a pedestal.
Yeah, I think Dr. Ollie observed that too.
Okay.
And he links it partly to like how healthcare works in the UK, specifically within the NHS.
Right. So the National Health Service
Yeah.
provides healthcare to all UK citizens,
Mm-hmm.
and doctors often play a more prominent role
Right.
within that system.
Okay.
And he even quotes Voltaire,
Oh, wow.
who is this famous writer and philosopher.
Right.
And Voltaire once said,
Yeah.
"The art of medicine consists of amusing the patient,
Oh, wow.
while nature cures the disease."
Hmm.
Now, Voltaire was known for his wit,
Yeah.
but that quote gets at something real.
Right.
Right. People sometimes give doctors credit for healing.
Mm-hmm.
That might have happened anyway.
For sure.
It's not always fair to dentists
Right.
who deal with issues that definitely won't just fix themselves.
Yeah, true.
It does make you think about how those perceptions form.
It's fascinating how, like, visibility and storytelling plays a role, too.
Yeah.
Doctors are like the stars of medical dramas. You know,
Yeah.
they're portrayed as heroes saving lives.
Exactly.
Dentists, on the other hand, often end up as, like, the comedic relief.
Yeah.
Or the figures of fear.
Or like the evil villain.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's not a level playing field
Yeah.
in terms of how they're portrayed.
No.
But we can't ignore the fact that these biases exist.
Right.
Having said that,
Yeah.
both medicine and dentistry
Mm-hmm.
are highly respected professions
For sure.
that genuinely impact people's lives.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
while this is a topic that is definitely worth considering,
Right.
don't let it be the deciding factor.
Exactly. It's about
Yeah.
awareness, not letting perceptions dictate your passion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Time to talk about the elephant in the room.
Okay, let's do it.
Money.
The big one.
You do want to earn a decent living,
Of course.
but it shouldn't be the only thing driving your decision.
Right, right.
And get this,
Okay.
another bombshell from Dr. Ollie.
What is it?
Dentists actually earn more
No way.
during their training,
Seriously?
which can last for like up to a decade.
Wow.
So that's a long time to be in school.
Yeah.
But apparently it pays off.
Literally.
Literally.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it really challenges that assumption
Yeah.
that doctors just automatically earn more.
Right.
Dr. Ollie actually shared his starting salary as a doctor,
Did he really?
and it was significantly lower
Wow.
than what a first-year dentist makes.
No way.
He did his research.
I did his homework.
He did.
Wow.
And it's not just starting salaries.
Right.
Successful dentists
Yeah.
can also move into practice management.
Oh, okay.
They can even own multiple practices.
Wow.
And that's a level of entrepreneurial freedom
Yeah.
that most doctors don't have.
That's a great point.
Which makes me think back
Mm-hmm.
to what we asked you at the beginning.
Okay.
Do you prefer, like, the hands-on work
Right.
or something more theoretical?
Mm-hmm.
Because dentistry,
Yeah.
especially if you run your own practice,
Uh-huh.
seems to offer
Right.
that more hands-on, business-minded approach.
Yeah, I think that's where Dr. Ollie's final advice comes in.
Okay.
He really nails it down to those core preferences.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm,
if you're all about like practicality,
okay.
being your own boss,
Right.
having control over your work environment,
Mm,
and maybe even like flexing those entrepreneurial muscles,
yeah.
dentistry could be the perfect fit.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be a great fit.
Yeah. But if you're more drawn to like teamwork and diving deep into those specialized areas
Right.
of medicine and working within a larger hospital system, then
Mm-hmm.
medicine might be more your jam.
It really comes down to what makes you tick right.
Absolutely.
Your strengths,
Yeah.
your passions,
Uh-huh.
what gets you fired up in the morning.
Exactly. There's no right or wrong answer.
Right.
Just different paths leading to
Yeah,
fulfilling careers.
for sure.
Speaking of paths,
Yeah.
this deep dive has already
Yeah.
challenged some big assumptions, hasn't it?
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Who knew dentistry was that competitive to get into?
I know.
Hats off to all the dentists out there.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Big time. As we move forward,
Okay.
it's important to remember that both fields
Mm-hmm.
offer incredible opportunities for
Great.
specialization.
Yeah.
This is where you can really like niche down
Okay.
and let those individual interests shine.
Okay, so let's say you're leaning towards dentistry.
Yeah.
What kind of specializations are we talking about? Give us the inside scoop.
There's orthodontics,
Right.
the masters of straightening teeth and correcting bites.
Oh, yeah.
Think braces and all those cool new aligner systems.
The Smile Architect.
Exactly.
I love it.
Then you've got endodontics,
Okay.
the root canal experts.
Yeah.
They're the ones who deal with the inner workings of the tooth,
Right.
saving those pearly whites from extraction.
And don't forget about periodontics.
Oh, yes.
They're all about those gums.
Right. Keeping everything healthy
Yeah.
and stable around those teeth.
Gum disease is no joke.
It's no joke.
Yeah, so they play a vital role.
For sure. And for those who love the surgical side of dentistry,
Okay.
there's oral and maxillofacial surgery.
Oh, wow.
These specialists handle complex procedures
Right?
involving the mouth, the jaw, even the face.
Wow, okay.
A whole other level of expertise.
So many options.
Right.
It's like choosing your own adventure.
I know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. But what about medicine?
Okay.
The specialization options
Yeah.
must be even more expansive.
Oh, absolutely. Right.
Way more.
Okay, so give us some examples.
Okay, so you've got cardiology,
Okay.
heart and blood vessel specialists, keeping those tickers ticking.
Yes.
Then there's neurology,
Okay.
unraveling the mysteries of the brain and nervous system.
Oh, wow.
Talk about a complex and fascinating field.
Very complex.
Extremely.
Yeah.
And then oncology.
Yeah.
The cancer warriors, researching and treating one of the biggest health challenges we face.
For sure.
And let's not forget about pediatrics,
Yeah.
caring for the little ones.
Little ones.
From newborns to teenagers.
We're just scratching the surface here.
Yeah, just the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
Yeah.
Dermatology, gastroenterology, psychiatry.
Yes.
The list goes on and on.
It really does.
It's truly remarkable.
It is.
How diverse and specialized medicine has become.
It's amazing.
Almost overwhelming,
Yeah.
but in a good way.
You know,
Yeah,
it means you can really find your niche.
for sure.
That perfect spot
Yeah.
where your skills and passions align.
And that's where in-depth research
Yeah.
becomes crucial.
Okay.
Don't just stick to those broad categories
Right.
of medicine or dentistry.
Mm-hmm.
Dive into specific specializations
Yeah.
that pique your interest.
Totally.
You know?
Read articles,
Yeah.
watch videos, maybe even shadow professionals in different fields.
That's great.
Get a real feel
Yeah.
for what each specialization
Right.
entails.
Those real-world insights
Yes.
are invaluable.
Yeah.
Seeing the day-to-day reality
Right.
of a particular specialization
Mm-hmm.
can really help you envision yourself in that role.
I agree.
And remember, both medicine and dentistry are
Uh-huh.
constantly evolving.
Yeah.
New technologies are popping up all the time.
That's true.
Research is pushing boundaries.
Yeah.
And the way healthcare is delivered is changing rapidly. You know,
Yeah.
being adaptable and embracing lifelong learning
Right.
is key to thriving
Right.
in either field.
It's all about staying curious
Yeah.
and evolving with your chosen profession.
Absolutely.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But let's shift gears for a minute.
Yeah.
We've talked about admissions, coursework, specializations,
Yep.
all the practical stuff.
All the nitty gritty.
But what about the heart of it all?
Okay.
The impact you
Yeah.
want to make on people's lives.
That's the core question, isn't it?
It is.
What truly drives you to
Yeah.
pursue a career in healthcare?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the desire to alleviate suffering,
Okay.
to solve complex medical mysteries,
Right.
to be that beacon of hope
Mm-hmm.
in someone's darkest hour?
That's powerful.
You know,
Yeah.
it can be a really
Yeah.
powerful thing.
For some, it might be the satisfaction
Yeah.
of seeing a patient smile
Mm-hmm.
after successful treatment. For others, it could be the joy
Yeah.
of forming those like deep, meaningful connections with patients
Mhm.
and helping them live like
Mm.
healthier, happier lives.
Exactly.
Or maybe it's the drive to contribute
yeah.
to groundbreaking research,
Mhm.
to push the boundaries of medical knowledge
Right.
and make a lasting impact.
Totally.
I'm
All
glad
those
about
things.
that.
It could be.
Yeah.
Whatever that driving force is,
Mm-hmm.
make sure it aligns with
Yeah.
the values and goals of the
Right.
profession you choose.
Of course.
Because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
the most rewarding career
Mm-hmm.
is the one that allows you to make a genuine difference
Absolutely.
while staying true to yourself.
Well said.
Yeah.
It's about finding that sweet spot
Mm-hmm.
where your passion meets purpose.
Now, thinking about purpose,
Okay.
there's another aspect
Right.
that Dr. Ollie didn't cover in his video, but it's something I've always found fascinating.
Okay, what's that? The emotional side of these professions,
Whoa, yeah.
both doctors and dentists,
Uh-huh.
deal with incredibly intense situations on a daily basis.
For sure.
That's a great point.
Yeah, it's not just about the technical skills or the intellectual challenges.
Mhm.
It's about navigating the emotional roller coaster that
Yes.
comes with caring for people,
Exactly.
especially during their most vulnerable moments.
So I'm curious,
Yeah.
how do you think those emotional demands
Oh.
differ between medicine and dentistry?
That's a good question.
Both fields require empathy and compassion,
Of course.
but do you think like the nature
Yeah.
of those interactions varies?
That's a thought-provoking question.
Yeah.
I think it depends
Okay.
on the specific areas of medicine and dentistry we're talking about.
Yeah.
For example, a surgeon
Okay.
performing life-saving surgery
Mhm.
might experience a different kind of emotional intensity compared to a dentist treating a child with dental anxiety.
That makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
The stakes can be incredibly high in both fields,
Right.
but the nature of those interactions and the
Yeah.
emotional toll they take can vary greatly.
It's crucial to consider your own
Yeah,
emotional resilience and coping mechanisms.
absolutely.
How do you handle stress? How do you process difficult experiences?
Right.
These are all important questions to
Yeah.
ask yourself
For sure.
as you're exploring
Right.
both careers.
Yeah. I remember reading a study
Oh, okay.
about how dentists often face higher rates of burnout
Really?
compared to other professions.
Wow.
And the study suggested it might be due to
Okay.
the demanding nature of the work,
Right.
the constant pressure to be perfect,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that they're often working in close proximity
Yeah.
to patients who might be anxious or in pain.
That's an interesting point.
And the physical demands of dentistry
Right.
can also take a toll,
Yeah.
with dentists often working in awkward positions for extended periods.
It's true.
Yeah.
And the business side of dentistry can add another layer of stress.
Definitely.
Especially for those who own their own practices.
Mm-hmm.
They're not just dealing with patients, they're also managing staff, finances,
Yep.
and the overall running of the business.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's definitely a multifaceted profession.
But the same can be said for medicine.
Oh, absolutely.
Doctors face immense pressure,
For sure.
long hours,
Yep.
and the emotional burden of dealing with
Yeah.
life and death situations.
It's heavy stuff.
Yeah, the emotional challenges are real
They are.
in both fields.
Yeah.
And this brings up another important consideration.
Okay.
Work-life balance.
Right.
How do you envision your life outside of work?
Mhm.
Do you prioritize family time,
Okay.
hobbies,
Yeah.
travel? It's crucial to think about how your chosen profession
Right.
will fit into your overall
Yeah.
life goals.
Absolutely. It's about finding a career that fulfills you
Right.
professionally
Yeah,
and allows you to live a balanced and meaningful life
exactly.
outside of work.
Because ultimately, we're all human beings
Oh, yeah.
with complex needs
Mm-hmm.
and desires.
That's right.
And choosing a career that aligns with your values,
Yes.
your personality,
Yeah.
and your aspirations for a well-rounded life
For sure.
is essential for
Yeah.
long-term happiness and success.
Couldn't agree more.
Wow, we've really gone deep on this one.
Yeah, we have.
From competitive admissions to the emotional roller coaster of patient care, we've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, really have.
So after this whirlwind deep dive into medicine versus dentistry,
Yeah.
where do we land?
It's fascinating how this conversation
Yeah,
has challenged so many, common assumptions
it has.
about these two fields.
Right.
You know?
It's not about which profession is better.
Right. Yeah.
Because honestly, there's no clear winner.
Yeah.
Both medicine and dentistry are demanding,
Right.
rewarding,
Yeah.
and absolutely crucial to our well-being.
I agree. I think what we've done here is
Yeah.
give you the tools to make a more informed decision.
Absolutely.
Remember those mind-blowing stats
Oh,
about
yes.
dental school admissions?
I know.
And you didn't expect that?
Yeah. That was a surprise.
It really was.
Right. It's all about...
Perspective.
Exactly.
You know, we've debunked some myths, explored the nuances of each field,
Right.
and hopefully you've gained a deeper understanding of what truly resonates with you.
And let's not forget about those entrepreneurial dentists.
Oh, yeah, those go-getters.
Turns out they're not just fixing teeth.
Mm-hmm.
They're building businesses.
They're running empires.
It's all about finding that sweet spot
Yeah.
between financial security
Yeah.
and personal fulfillment.
Exactly. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a thought
Okay.
that wasn't in Dr. Ollie's video,
Right.
but it's something I believe is crucial.
Okay. I'm listening.
Dive into the culture of both medicine and dentistry.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
What do you mean by culture?
Every profession has its own
Okay.
unique work environment,
Right.
its own hierarchy, its own set of values.
Okay.
Talk to people in both fields,
Yeah.
shadow them if you can,
Right.
and really get a feel
Mhm.
for what their day-to-day life is like.
For sure.
Does the vibe feel right?
Yeah.
Do the values align with your own?
Those are good questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can make all the difference
It can.
in your long-term happiness and success.
It really can.
That's such a valuable point.
Thank you.
It's not just about the technical skills
Right.
or the earning potential.
Mhm.
It's about finding a place
Yeah.
where you feel challenged
Right.
so,
Uh-huh.
and inspired by the people around you.
Precisely.
Mm.
And remember,
Yeah.
whether you choose medicine or dentistry,
Okay.
you're embarking on a journey
Right.
of lifelong learning growth
Mm-hmm.
and making a real difference in the world.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
So to our listener out there,
Yes.
grappling with this big decision,
That's a tough one.
we applaud you for taking this deep dive with us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
We hope you feel more empowered, more informed,
For sure.
and maybe even a little more excited
Right?
about the amazing opportunities ahead.
Absolutely.
Choose wisely,
Yes.
choose boldly,
Mm-hmm.
and most importantly,
Yeah.
choose what sets your soul on fire.
Love it.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.